Back to the kitchen now, where John is with our guest today, chef and owner J.R. Garris from J.R.'s Old Packing House Cafe in Sarasota. John?
JR, always good to have you in the kitchen. Thank you, sir,
Good morning.
for coming in. Appreciate it. You're cooking up catfish. I love catfish. Can I tell you, one of the things about catfish is that it brings to mind for me some really great childhood memories of fishing with Grandpa and going down on the farm and that kind of thing. Great taste, and I don't think we eat enough of it.
So what I do when I get the catfish, the thicker part is I score the back so it cooks evenly.
Yep.
And then we're gonna let it soak in the buttermilk. We're gonna put it in some pre-mix the flour and the breadcrumbs and the Parmesan cheese. You can always add a little more breadcrumbs if you like. Then we put it in the pan. We're gonna put it thick side down, facing the other way, so it doesn't splatter towards us.
So we should mention that this is a neat kind of recipe where you're doing a batter made with Parmesan cheese. So it's kind of a Parmesan cheese encrusted catfish.
Yeah, it's quite yummy, and it takes a little while to cook. So you want to give yourself some time to do this.
Okay.
Then over here, we're just going to add a little bit of celery, some peppers, a little bit of onion, and then for the tomatoes, if the tomatoes look nice at the store, I like going to Detweiler's. You can just dice them and peel them, take away the seeds, and dice them and put them through the food processor, and that makes a nice crushed, same thing.
Kind of a puree there.
Puree, okay.
And you've added a little garlic here to your
Oh
Trinity.
yeah.
So you're gonna you're gonna sweat this down, or you're gonna saute?
No, we're gonna let it
brown
sit for a little while and just let it sweat, exactly.
Okay.
Then after that, we're gonna add the tomato sauce to that, and it's gonna be quite yummy when we're all done. And then this will crust up real nice, but you got to keep an eye on it because we want it crusty.
Okay.
Because we have the cheese and the breadcrumbs and stuff, that gives it a nice crust and a nice smell. Over here we did some green beans. We added a little bit of garlic, some dill, and what did I forget? Oh, the Parmesan cheese. So it all stays the same thing. We also made some white rice or jasmine rice if you prefer, and that's the simple versions because you're going to have a lot of flavors involved, so you don't want something to overpower your other stuff. Also brought in some tostones today, which is the fried plantains and some garlic bread to all go with it. A little buttermilk, a little more cheese if you want later on. You can add a little more cheese if you want. This will cook down real nicely, and after it's translucent or clear, then you just add a little sauce and let that bring it down, and if you want, you can add a little more cheese.
What do you do with the tomato sauce? Because I don't see a tomato sauce on your finished product here. So what do you?
Oh, this is to be the sauce afterward. You just
I see. So you just kind of put it right over
that's
top
for that
there.
fussy
Nice.
eater that doesn't want tomatoes.
Yes.
So you put it off the side, and you're like, here's sauce for you, buddy.
There you go. Surprise you, right?
No, because if you got kids involved, and if you tell them it's got cheese in it, they're like, oh, it's like pizza.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
great.
right. There you
so
go.
there you go.
So, you know, we know that, of course, you had some fire damage a while back there at JR's, but that should tell everybody that's all repaired. You've been open for business for a while now.
We just had a big music thing this past Sunday, had a great response. It's been a year, and it's just a beautiful response from the community and everybody, the bands, the families, the volunteers. Everybody just joined in. Getting back to the green beans we have here, this is really a simple recipe. You just put a little bit of water and let it steam, and you add a little bit of garlic and cheese, and just let it sit, and you're done. This will cook down, and this is not doing its thing yet. I love to turn it over and tell you how crispy it is.
That's all right. It's going to end up looking right like this. And in TV time, we don't have time to cook it all the way anyway. The recipe for it is on our website, mysuncoast.com. If you click on the dining link page, it'll take you right there. JR, fantastic meal. Thank you very much, sir. Look forward to tucking into that in just a few minutes. JR's Old Packing House. Thanks for coming in today.
Thank you for having me.
We'll be right back.